so welcome to Authentic Sicily. I'm Chef Joe Simonera.
I'm Vincent Butta, and for the next 13 days, we're going to be exploring Sicily, a place that thousands and thousands of people have enjoyed throughout the world for great food, great history, and great ingredients. Hi, we're here at the Valley of Temples with Gary Portuesi from Authentic Sicily and Joe Simonera.
Thank you.
Gary, we're here to have a great meal and to sort of pay homage to this incredible site.
Yeah, we're in an amazing place. This is the Hotel Athena.
Right.
It's the only 5-star hotel in Agrigento. Behind us, the Valley of the Temples, the Temple of Concordia, which is probably the best preserved Greek temple in all of antiquity.
Now we're going to have dinner at in the restaurant, and the chef, what's the chef's name again?
His name is Salvatorre Gambuzza.
A very, very, very well respected and honored chef.
Amazing chef.
He's going to make us a variety of tastings, I suppose.
Yeah, nice degustation tasting menu.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for that.
All right, well, let's go downstairs and grab some.
Absolutely. So sit back and relax while we bring a little bit of history to your table.
Joe, we're talking about the classic cuisine of mid-southern Sicily. We're really going to focus on the southern coast of the island.
Absolutely, Vince. You know, visiting key cities such as Agrigento, as well as many other smaller towns in the region. Don't forget that chocolate that's indigenous to that region.
Absolutely. Joe, we're in the beautiful western Sicilian town of Agrigento.
Excited.
Yeah,
Very
it's
excited.
absolutely gorgeous here. We're having a blast. The place we're staying is the Hotel Caus. Caus.
Mediterranean name. A lot
Mediterranean
of
name. It's magnificent. It's got a beautiful pool, brand new accommodations, completely upgraded. It used to be a former estate and a villa.
Oh, no kidding.
And they renovated it to accommodate this beautiful hotel.
Can't beat this view behind us here.
Look, you got a beautiful view of the Mediterranean, a gorgeous pool, and we're going to take a walk inside and meet Francesca, who's going to give us a tour of the interior, and then we're going to go down by the pool and take a closer look. So
hey, let's do it.
Let's do it. Francesca.
Hi, how are you this evening?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Fine.
Vincent, this is Joe.
Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Thanks so much for hosting us here. Francesca,
That's
tell us
right.
a little bit about the place.
Our place was built about 25 years ago.
Wow.
And it was originally owned from the Alessandro family, which after 20 years, they sold the place, and now it belongs to Rodilco. We just became Best Western in about 2 years. Still doing a lot of work on it, so I'll show you around and see what we have already.
Yeah, let's take a look at the beautiful room here.
This is our bar area.
Okay.
You know, really beautiful design here. And I mean, really takes you back to the 70s and some of the
70s,
furniture.
but modern.
Definitely modern.
Very modern,
You know, it's got a very, very nice eye to it. Totally.
We have 2 restaurants. We have a restaurant that has typical Sicilian foods, and we have a vast wine cellar. So we have
I
typical
saw that.
wine. It's only wine, Sicilian wines and Sicilian foods. We have a bigger restaurants that we have weddings.
Right. I
The
saw a large,
capacity, yes,
not a catering room, but a large room. For
A
big
large
events.
room. The capacity of the people there are 850 people.
Wow.
We can serve up to 850 people.
This is going to be completely shallow of me, but the pool here is unbelievable.
Yes, our
and
pool
I had
is very
the
nice.
great fortune of
It's an artificial beach, I call it.
It is.
because
It feels
it's,
like a beach. It comes right up, and I
comes
went for a
right
nice
up,
swim
yeah.
about an hour and a half ago. Let's go down there and check out the pool, okay?
Oh wow, this is really, you know, I love these steps. Really, the Mediterranean feel comes out, the whole Roman look to the place.
Francesca, this is a beautiful area. The pool, there's a seating area there. It looks like you have a restaurant. Or
We have dinners outside, and sometimes we have weddings outside.
Okay. Wow, that must be
Which
an
the
amazing place to get
capacity
married.
of our weddings out here
Right.
are 350 people.
Wow. What is amazing about the whole place is it's expansive.
I don't know if you've seen our gardens yet. We have a lot of garden areas where you can go take walks during the day.
That's beautiful. Well, I need to walk over and see the pool. I got to show
Okay.
Joe because he didn't get a chance to
I
go
didn't
in
get
earlier.
a chance to go in. You know, I was too busy eating.
Well, come on.
Too
let's take
busy
a peek.
eating our Sicilian food.
For you folks at home, this is as beautiful as it possibly could get. We're in one of the most beautiful places on earth here in Agrigento in Sicily. And just look at this pool. So if you get a chance, come here and enjoy yourself as we are. It's just spectacular. Francesca, thank you so much
Thank you
for
very much,
accommodating
and
us.
we hope to see you again.
Okay.
My friend from New York.
My friend from
New York City.
New
He's
York
from New York
City. I'm
City,
from
too.
upstate New York, so
I can tell from that accent. I need a friend
that's
from
right.
Michael.
That's
All right, well,
right.
let's go.
So we hope to see you here again.
Thank you. We're here with Gary Portuesi from Authentic Sicily. Thanks, Gary, for coming again.
Absolutely, my
All right.
pleasure.
We're in Agrigento. Did I pronounce that right?
Agrigento.
Agrigento.
perfect.
Now tell us where we are. This is an amazing place.
So we're actually in the archaeological park in Agrigento, which is one of the largest in all of Europe. And we are in the Garden of the Colimbetra, which is a wonderful garden that was recreated to resemble an ancient Greek garden.
It smells great.
It's great. It's got all kinds of flora that I'm gonna kind of walk you through.
Okay.
So this is really indicative of what an ancient Greek garden would have looked like.
Okay, great. Well, show us around.
Okay.
So this is the rosemary here?
That's rosemary right there.
Excellent.
Smells great, right?
Yeah,
These are capers. They're not quite ripened yet, but you can start seeing the caper flowers starting to blossom. They typically grow wild throughout Sicily. Then back here, obviously, the perennial olive tree,
The
which
olive
is so
tree.
important in terms of Sicilian cooking through the centuries.
Did that come from the Greeks?
It did.
It did? Okay.
And then back there, you'll see prickly pears, the cactus pear. That actually is not of Greek origin. It's actually of Spanish origin because the Spanish conquered Sicily. And actually, we're here for over 300 years, so they brought it from the New World over to Sicily. So that's actually not indicative
That
of
and the
ancient
chocolate.
garden. That and the chocolate, you got it, that you learned in earlier
Yeah.
shoots, right? Then that is a mulberry tree. They
Wow.
call gelsi in Italian. And there's a bunch of citrus fruits. There's lemons, there's oranges. Those are more actually were brought over by the Arabs, not so much by the Greeks. These are oranges here. You can actually see the oranges. If we look very closely, here we are. There's an orange right here.
Orange trees, lemon trees. Where are the blood oranges from? I hear so much about those blood oranges.
Typically the eastern part of Sicily, near Mount Etna.
Okay.
It's very well known
Right.
for blood oranges.
We've been there. Well, that's great. We're going to walk through this garden, and in a few minutes, we're going to grab some lunch, a typical, authentic Sicilian outdoor picnic
It's a
type
picnic,
lunch.
Exactly.
And we'll catch up to you all over there, okay? We're back here at the gardens, and as I said, we're going to have an authentic, classic Sicilian picnic. Gary, what's happening here? We've got some
So-
old classic foods.
We've got a variety of things. This is a classic Sicilian picnic. We've got a whole bunch of
What is this? This
breads.
looks
They're
great.
they're like stuffed pizzas.
This
we
potato
call
in
that.
here?
Potato. There's olives. There's sausage. There's Swiss chard. There's a whole combination of local ingredients.
What else?
There's the ricotta, of course, the ubiquitous ricotta you'll find everywhere.
We've got this everywhere, but it's fantastic.
It's everywhere.
Warm, cold, and cannolis.
We've got olives. You've got caponata, which is very typical in Sicily. We've seen it, I guess, a bunch of times during the show.
Okay, and it's early yet, but I see that we're already drinking wine.
We are drinking wine
Okay,
with
this
a
is
Nero
It's a rough
d'Avola.
crowd over here.
It's obviously the classic Sicilian red wine, Nero
Okay.
d'Avola.
Well, that's great. Authentic Sicilian picnic. We'll catch up with you folks in a bit.
So we're here now at this wonderful bakery with Vincenza and Vincenzo.
That's right. Vincenzo? Vincenza.
Piacere.
That's Joe.
Piacere.
We're at the Biscotteria Nonna Margherita.
Yeah.
See? In a
Long
beautiful,
name.
beautiful town called Modica, which is in eastern Sicily, which is an old town like we've been in,
Absolutely.
with a lot of Spanish influence. Vincenza, can you describe to us some of the products that are here on the table?
Queste sono tutto il salato, sono
Right.
le focacce proprio tipiche modicane.
Is this, Modicana, no Ragusa?
Non lo so,
It's not from Ragusa. I hear you guys don't get along.
What is that?
Here we have questi formaggio. vero?
Ricotta,
Oh, ricotta.
con la
Questa.
ricotta.
Nice.
Con ciboia, sì?
Sì,
Okay.
e salsiccia.
And salchichas.
salsiccia.
Wow, that's a winner.
Gli altri sono con pomodoro, cipolla, pomodoro e melenzane.
Okay, so this one has all these three ingredients in there.
Questi sono dei canestrini che sono ripieni di parmigiana, che è la melenzana con il pomodoro
Okay,
e
so
formaggio.
we have a little bit here of eggplant and tomato sauce as well as some
Inside,
cheese as
okay.
well.
So over here is the sweets area.
La cassata.
Cassata.
Cassata di ricotta.
Okay, so we have a little bit of ricotta in here, a little bit of cinnamon, sugar.
Wow.
That looks nice.
Okay,
Can I
we
break
have,
that in half here. Let's see how that looks. Ooh.
Wow. So what do we have over
Cos'è
here?
questa?
Fiocco di neve.
Let's try it out, Vince.
mandorla.
What are they?
These are almond cookies,
Almond cookies.
made with both almond paste, almond flour, and of course the top is confectionery sugar.
That's very good.
Wow.
From what I understand, there's some history to this one, and this is one of the items that we're going to be making in a few minutes. But tell us. I know, Joe, you did a little studying on this.
Sure.
What's unusual about this? Where does this come
Absolutely. Well,
from?
the
Why did they put
Catholic
meat
Society,
in a dessert?
Years back, a few hundred years ago, the Catholic Society, with some of the rules that they had that they were not allowed to eat meat during Easter, decided that they were going to still have the meat but not let anyone know about it. So what they did was they combined chocolate and meat by hiding the meat in sweets. So it looked like sweets, but they were really having the satisfaction of having meat as well.
Okay, great. I knew there was a great story
Back
behind
then
it.
you didn't break rules and tradition. Inside the chocolate you will see the sugar.
Oh, I see the sugar granules. I got it.
Especially if you start to go like that, because it hasn't been cooked, so the sugar is not melted into
Right,
the
so it's
product.
completely different how chocolate that we know normally is made. Vincenzo, what is this and what do you use it for?
Questo è sciroppo di mandorla, lavorato mandorla con lo zucchero
And almond syrup.
e buccia di limone grattugiata.
So it's an almond syrup.
Right, and it could be used for drinking purposes, baking beverages, etc.
So we are going to watch you make the chocolate and watch you make this piece. What's this called again?
Come si chiama questa?
Impanatiglie.
Empanadilla. So
Empanadilla?
almost like an empanada, which we're familiar with that word.
Okay.
Now,
Empanadilla.
Empanadilla.
Empanadilla. I'll get it.
So Vince, I'm very excited about this next dish that's going to be prepared, chocolate. I'm a chocoholic, and I know you are as well. So what we have here is a base, Vince.
Okay.
And from the base, we can add different flavors that you see here: lemon, orange, pistachio, etc. So we metto?
Sì, allora, aspetta.
Ok.
Questa è la pasta amara che diciamo il cioccolato amaro. Poi viene aggiunto lo zucchero.
All right, put some sugar in there.
Sì.
Notice she's not giving any amounts. It's
Mescolare
Tracy.
anche.
So you're just mixing the sugar. I guess it's warm now?
No, it's not even warm.
It's cold.
It's kind of
Cold.
It's kind of cold in there. There's
Okay.
really no. I'm
Sì.
sorry to do that,
Eh,
but I gotta just test that out.
Togliamo dal fuoco perché non deve arrivare più di 30 gradi, 30-40 gradi la temperatura e aggiungiamo il pistacchio.
All right, add your pistachio nuts. This is the mold for like the bars of chocolate, where you can cut into threes and stuff like that. Basically, you want to make sure that everything from air bubbles and everything else kind of come to the surface.
So you bang it on the table a little.
She bangs it.
And it takes a couple hours, a day?
Half hour.
Half hour and ready to go. Okay. So
And
this
it
would be
looks like
the
that. That'd be
finished
the
product
finished
over here?
product.
Poi appena è asciutta viene
Wow.
tolta dalla,
Nice.
dalla forma e anche
Nice, Vincenzo.
Questo
Very
poi.
nice. I'm not even going to wrap it. I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah, good.
viene avvolta.
Really interesting how you could consider each one of these pieces of chocolate are individually wrapped by a human, no machine. Perfecto. This is better than the machine. Vince, I am totally impressed now with how to make this wonderful chocolate from this region. Not only that, to package it in this beautiful little gift wrap and send it
That's
to holidays
fantastic.
or whatever.
I love the flavors. I love the sugar in it. So what's next?
Up next is empanadilla. First, I guess you'll get the blender. We'll do the filling first here, which is the 6 ingredients that you see here. And then we'll work on the pastry part. But there are 2 parts to this recipe. Right?
Right,
Add the almonds first.
Mandorla, la carne tritata che è disidratata,
Then the meat.
zucchero,
This is sugar,
Okay.
cioccolato,
Okay.
chocolate.
poi aggiungiamo un pizzico di cannella
And that's cinnamon.
e un po' di vaniglia,
Oh, vanilla bean. That's beautiful. I want to see how she does. Oh, she just put a little bit in
the
there.
real
Oh,
bean.
un po' di buccia di limone
Okay, just the skin of the lemon.
e si frulla tutto con l'albume.
Okay, you need egg whites. Okay, now, so what we got is this finished product here, Vince. Now we're going to go directly to make the pastry part.
Okay.
And get an
So that's
idea
the
how we
filling, and now we're going to make the pastry. And that's
Notice
what?
you
Just
notice
flour?
that technique? Yeah, it's just flour. You know, same technique as what we've been seeing here in Italy, where they're making pasta. They make the whole.
Right.
Con l'aggiunta di zucchero, anche qua,
It's just sugar.
A little bit of the fat or the lard.
e le uova.
You got to put the eggs
Solo
in
il tuorlo qua
Okay.
viene impastato il tutto.
And
So
the
you
whole
mix that
idea is to
together?
mix it up until you get it together. Okay, and then you get it to this shape. this
Sì,
becomes
viene
that.
fatto l'impasto e poi viene fatta. Dopodiché si stira.
Again, rolling it out, making sure it's as thin as possible.
Poi si taglia un cerchio.
Oh, that's good. So she got a mold. She's gonna mold these out, which makes life a lot easier. Okay, so I guess the whole idea
little
is,
bit?
yeah, just a little bit in there, un poquito.
Un pochino, sì. Si chiude
Okay, close it up.
di questo biscotto.
È tutto fatto con mano.
Tutto a mano.
Wow, everything by hand. Vincenza, grazie tante.
Yeah.
So how
let's-
about on to the next adventure?
Okay.
Let's go.
Bye. As we continue to explore classic Western Sicilian cuisine, we're in Marsala right now at the Donna Fugata winery
Very nice.
with Jose Rallo, talking about one of the best dessert wines we understand
By far,
available
Vince.
here in Sicily and maybe even in the world. So
Yeah, Vince, it's called the Benrier, and it's probably one of the best dessert wines I've ever tasted. It goes well with just about any
Wow.
cheese and salami that I've tasted in this place so far. This one, the Canestrato, is a really nice blend of cheese because it contains 3 varieties of milk: sheep, cow, and goat. But it's actually perfect with this dessert wine. What I like about it is even with the marmalade, it complements everything. So here we have a fig marmalade, we also have an orange, which goes directly onto the cheese, and you drink this wine with it. Am I correct?
Yes, we try to drink the Benrier Son of the Wind as aperitif. So we chilled it, and we use as a complement of this special half-seasoned cheese with this beautiful jam. Dried figs is something that you can recognize into the wine, as well as the orange marmalade you can recognize. So why not to match them?
Absolutely.
that was a great combination.
It's a great starting point.
Grazie.
This wine is really going to bring it together. Going to pull those flavors.
Wow. You know, I got such a strong aroma
Yep.
of peach.
We must think that the Benrier is made also with dried grapes. So it has a little, very little of tannin coming from these dried grapes. And this helps matching it with the cheese.
This is magnificent. You know, I
Very nice.
can enjoy this just by itself.
Benrier.
This wine, Benrier from Donna Fugata, says one important thing. Drink, dream about Sicily, and go to Sicily immediately.
Absolutely. and I recommend that.
On that note, come to Sicily, enjoy the great wines that they have to offer and the beautiful Western Sicilian cuisine, and especially meet Jose.
Yes,
Jose,
you will
thank you.
be welcome.
Salute.
Ciao. This is a very special moment. We're here at Villa Atena, which is a newly renovated hotel and restaurant in Agrigento. Our backdrop is the Valley of Temples, one of the most significant archaeological digs ever.
So we came here and we're meeting here with Chef Salvatore.
Ciao,
Gambuzza.
Vincenzo, thank you for having us.
Now, the chef here is very well known. He's won prestigious awards up and down the United States and Europe as well. And Vince, he also won a prestigious award, a gold medal actually, in Moscow for his decorative artistry in fruits. So today, chef, you're going to be fatto qualcosa, sì, the same thing with the fruits and the vegetables, all right?
Yes.
You have 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
5 minutes, no problem.
So Joe,
No, 10 minutes.
tell me what's going to
10
happen
minutes.
here so we can
All
let
right,
everybody know out
you
there.
know, it's such an artistry with this thing. Like a lot of chefs will put a piece of paper over this and kind of go over the paper. This guy does it all in his mind.
Okay, Salvatore.
Salvatore,
You're on.
comincia, paesano.
Okay. 5 minutes.
10 minutes, 10 minutes is good. Okay, so I guess the first step is to get the white, the bianco, vero?
Sì, è bianco. A me servono le foglie.
Mostly on cruises. You'll see a lot of chefs, particularly Filipino chefs, that have been doing this on cruises for years. I mean, he's got it mapped out in his mind exactly what he wants to do. Let that take a couple of seconds. All right, it was just explained to us that in order to be judged on the competition, you need to perform or cut or carve this watermelon, however you want to say it, in front of the judges. So there's no, prefabricated materials at the table. Look, you and I would have brought it already done and maybe swapped it out. That's not happening.
Joe, I wouldn't even contemplate attempting to make any design in my watermelon.
Sure.
Got a TV camera here, timing him.
I mean, like I said, there's absolutely no mold. This is all on eye. It's those little extras that really count, I mean, this is amazing.
Like any great artist, this is his instrument, and
It goes so well here because, you're talking about sculptures, artistry, and then you come here and you get that same feeling with the food. It's finished already. That was actually 8 minutes. Wow, that's incredible. Is that me in there? Oh, that's you. All right. Chef, unbelievable.
we're here with Salvatorre Gambuzza. Amazing. Thank you very much. It's an honor to meet you in this beautiful place, and we thank you for your hospitality. Joe, covering Sicily has been amazing, and this mid-southern area of Sicily has been particularly interesting and historical because we went to Agrigento and we went to the archaeological
Great town.
park.
Absolutely.
Great time in Modica, right?
Oh, chocolates. Oh, I'm still got those chocolates on my mind. Modica makes those chocolates, those Sicilian chocolates that are unbelievable.
Oh, the good thing is there's always tomorrow.
That's right.
All
There's
right.
always tomorrow. Well, until then, I'm Chef Joe Simonera.
And I'm Vincent Butta.
And remember, when you want authentic foods, come to Authentic Sicily.
I'm here with Pepe and Salvatore. They've been driving us all over the island of Sicily for the last 12 days. And Pepe, we went to Agrigento.
Very nice.
Wonderful food. And we've been in Taormina,
Yes.
one of the most famous cities in Sicily.
Yes.
Nice beaches.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best food was in Agrigento.
We've been arguing
For
about
me, the good food is in Taormina.
that. What's the nicest place?
Nice place, Taormina.
What's the nicest place here?
Agrigento, of course.
Agrigento, of course. I can't get these guys to agree. I feel like Regis Philbin here.